Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to walk you through one of those essential Confluence skills that every developer and technical writer should know: how to add a code snippet to your Confluence page. By the end of this tutorial, you'll be able to display your clean, professional-looking code, complete with syntax highlighting, making your technical documentation easier to read and much more useful to your team. Alright, let's get right into it. The recommended way to add a code snippet in Confluence is by using a code block macro. It's quick, efficient, and ensures your code is beautifully formatted and easy for colleagues to work with. First things first, you'll want to edit the page where you want to add your code snippet. So simply navigate to the relevant Confluence page and click on the Edit button at the top. This puts your page into editing mode, just like an open notebook, ready for you to add or adjust content. Whether you're documenting an API call, sharing a sample SQL query, or laying out a chunk of HTML, this is your starting point. Next, you need to add a code block to your page. There are actually two super efficient ways to do this, depending on your preference. If you're a fan of keyboard shortcuts, and let's be honest, who isn't, you can just type a / then the word code. Like this code, Confluence will immediately recognize this and pop up the option to insert a code block. Alternatively, if you prefer using menus, you can click on the plus insert menu at the top of your editing window, then select code block from the dropdown. Either way, you'll see a clear gray box appear in your document, indicating a space specifically designed for your code. This helps separate your code from the rest of your content and gives it proper structure. Think of it like giving your code its own comfy couch to sit on. Now go ahead and paste your code into that box. You can paste anything: a chunk of Java, a bit of Python, some SQL, HTML, whatever you need to share. Make sure you copy everything you want to display, including all necessary lines for context. If you're working with sensitive data, it's always a good time to double-check that you've removed or anonymized anything confidential. Here's a really important detail: select the programming language for your code block. Once your code is pasted in, you'll see a small drop-down menu. It usually sits at the top right or top left of the code block, depending on your version of Confluence. Click on it and choose your language from the list, like Java, Python, SQL, HTML, and plenty more. Confluence will use this information to highlight your code's syntax. Why does this matter? Syntax highlighting isn't just about pretty colors. It helps readers instantly spot keywords, variables, strings, and structure, so your code is much more readable and less prone to copy-paste errors. Here's a tip. Even if you're not 100% sure which flavor of a language you're using, just pick the closest one from the list. Anything is better than leaving it set to none. If you see that your highlighting looks a little off, no worries, you can quickly change your selection as needed. The beauty of the code block macro is that it doesn't just make your code look good, it also makes it extremely easy for readers to copy code snippets with a single click, without worrying about losing formatting or picking up any hidden markup. That's a big deal when you're sharing code across teams. No more lost indentation or broken tabs. Remember, you can always preview your page to double-check how your code will look before publishing. If you realize you missed something or want to tweak the formatting, just hop back into edit mode and adjust as needed. And that's all there is to it. Adding code snippets in Confluence is straightforward but powerful. It really elevates the clarity and professionalism of any technical document. If you found this tutorial helpful, go ahead and hit that like button, and drop a comment below if you have any questions or run into any issues. And if you want even more tips and tricks for working smarter with Confluence, be sure to subscribe for more tutorials like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.